welcome everybody to the TMGeek 2021-2022 Season 2 Tournament Championship match. I am your host, Kevin, the Philosopher Boss. Joining me on the desk today for the first time in a championship match, which I can't even believe that. I feel like shit because I've never asked him to join me, but he definitely deserves it. If anybody does, he is my usual cohort, Aaron Knoll. How are you, buddy?
It's okay. It's always nice to be the last guy picked for the baseball team. And we are here. And let's just say if the baseball team was movie trivia, these guys would not be last picked. They weren't the first picks either, I'd assume, on most people's predictions. But damn, have they not showed out throughout this tournament and made it a very interesting finals match.
You're not kidding. I remember back when we were just setting the bracket, things were looking, one side of the bracket, everybody said looked a little bit weaker than another. But I will tell you, my friend, as I go ahead and pull that up, if you don't mind, baby. Thank you. I will tell you that side over there with Ryan was the 1 seed. Of course, we had the upset right there, the 16 over the 1 seed. So everybody was very excited about that. But Tyler Burch sneaking through and doing a hell of a job at it. He arrives in the championship match, and what a lot of people are calling an underdog. I said it from day one that Antonio is having a hell of a season, probably comeback player of the year in my mind. He marched his way to the championship. I'm not going to say his wins were easy by any means. He played tough opponents in Richard, Brittany, Robert, his partner in a lot of leagues. So that's tough in the semis. But he overcame, and here we are. So what are your thoughts on the tournament and where we stand in this match?
Yeah, absolutely. Both of these gentlemen did an excellent job, and I think it's a case of balancing solid matches between the level of opponent. Both of these guys had to overcome tough obstacles in order to get here. As you said, Antonio had to face Brittany, who obviously has a title shot in her back pocket, and that's not just because she won. I mean, it is because she technically won the Geek for All, but it also stands to her level of talent if you've seen that in the way that she won that. Winning it twice if we get technical with it. And then moving on, obviously, to take on Robert, who has challenged for a title. But on the other side, you have someone like Tyler, who took on Abel, who had all the momentum in the world after taking out Ryan, and then moving on and winning that semifinals against Jay, who has been a top competitor in many other places and was a top competitor in this tournament prior to that match. So, neither of these guys have had the easiest of matches, but they have beaten tough opponents. And I think that makes for a very gritty finals. This may not be necessarily the someone shows out and someone falls flat, or isn't going to be maybe a 50-point match, but it's going to be one where I think both of these guys are going to keep it close, and it's just who can get that edge on the other.
Absolutely. And it's two guys that, I feel like we don't often see in championship style matches, 5-round matches. So that'll be another key, is just seeing, which one can outlast the other in a 5-rounder. So let's get these guys in here, talk to them, and then we'll get the show on the road. We'll start with the high-ranked competitor. He is, as soon as I can get my stuff pulled up here, I'm sorry about that. He is the 6th-ranked competitor in the tournament. He is 6-2 with 1 knockout, 4 technical knockouts. He is the assassin, and he is accompanied by his manager, the hitman, Hunter Chambliss. Antonio Chavez. How's it going, buddy?
As I was saying before, man, I'm freaking exhausted, but I'm trying to down this monster. And the reason I'm exhausted, though, is because I actually put in work trying to freaking, study all this stuff, man. So I'm hoping it pays off. Should have got more rest, but they invented Monster for a reason, so hopefully it pays off.
Yes, they
Yeah.
did.
We've been looking forward to this for a while, man. So.
Absolutely. So you're trying to take down those monsters, but you're trying to take down this monster, Tyler Burch. So this guy comes up out of nowhere. He is absolutely. Since his first match in TMGeek and in other leagues, he's just been blowing people away. And, what are your thoughts going into this match, and how have you tweaked your study game for this championship?
I think it's evident. I stayed up late, probably too much. But I mean, like, I just, no, I've seen Tyler play, and I just don't want to take anything lightly. So that's why, that's probably why I went hardcore on the studying and just went, maybe a little bit too much. But I mean, hopefully it'll be worth it, and I'll go right to sleep after this is over. So
you'd be like the little baby Grogu. All right, Hunter, anything for Antonio real quick?
Antonio, let's kick ass, dude. I'm proud of you. Proud of you for making it this far. But let's get you that championship, like I said at the beginning of the season. You ready?
Yep.
Let's do it.
And then Aaron, anything for the team of Antonio and Hunter?
No, congratulations on making it this far. I wish you the best of luck. I'm not going to make you speak anymore to waste any of that energy. Let's save it for the game.
Thank you, sir.
Always looking out for you guys.
Good luck, Antonio, and Hunter will drive you to the back and bring forth your competitor. He is the 8th ranked competitor in this tournament. He is 4-1 with 2 technical knockouts. He is T-Rex Tyler Burch. What's going on, buddy?
Not much. Excited to be here. Excited to go against Antonio. I know last time he had a match, he said that we had faced each other before, and I was like, no, that's not true. I remember it was a teams match over in Ontal, but it took place before noon my time. So in that case, I don't really, I don't retain memories until it's PM. So that's why I'm really excited to face him in this one. Excited to try my hand at the deep cuts.
Absolutely. I'll bring that up since, I didn't want to delve into Ant-Man's mind too much since he's a little tired. But, you're young, and, I don't know how many championship matches you've had, but 5 rounders, having these different, we have the deep cut round, the revenge of the wheel round, which I'll get to in a little bit, but you obviously know how it works. But it's like, how do you plan for those? What's going through your mind coming into a match like this?
Pretty much obsess over every detail of the movie. No, a lot of it is just I want to make sure it's as fresh as possible, because I could take all the notes in the world, but it could be that one thing that I watched deep cut movies earlier. It could be that one thing that I was like, oh yeah, I was thinking about that, and that could be the difference between a win and a loss. So just making sure that don't rely on the notes. Try to just keep it in front of your eyes as much as possible.
Good point. Aaron, anything for Tyler?
No, man, same thing. Best of luck to you. Congratulations on making it this far, and I look forward to seeing who comes out on top.
All right. Excellent. And we'll go ahead and bring in Antonio, and we're going to go over the rules for this 5-round matchup for the championship of the tournament. 3 repeats, 1 challenge per competitor. You can earn 50+ points possible. Please keep your hands on screen. 1 verbal warning will be given if necessary. Speak loudly, write legibly on your boards when necessary. Challenges will be reviewed off stream in a private call. Round 1, you get 10 points possible plus a perfect round bonus opportunity. Round 2, you get 10 points possible plus any steal opportunities. Round 3 will be the deep cut round. You get 10 points possible over 5 questions, and I will explain that when we get there. Round 4, you get 10 points possible in the revenge of the wheel round. That's 5 rounds, and I'll explain that one when we get there. Round 5 is just like our usual round 3. It's question by number. You'll pick 3 numbers, and that will be 2, 3, and 5 points respectively. So let's go ahead and get things started. As usual, I'll read the even numbered questions. I will let Aaron read the odd numbered questions. So as I will say good luck to you guys and pass it over to Aaron for question number 1.
All right, we'll go ahead and go to question number 1. As again, guys, best of luck to both of you. Let's get into this. Question number 1 is going to come to you, as I believe every match in this tournament has, in the realm of Star Trek. Your question is, what is the name of the Klingon homeworld.
Just realized I forgot to go to the rules for round number 1 for these guys, but you know what? They're in the championship.
They made it to the finals of a tournament. They don't need the rules. They know what they're doing. And if they don't, that's even more incredible.
Yeah,
exactly. That would make it even more impressive. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pins down.
All right, let's go ahead and go to Antonio.
Kronos.
And Tyler.
Kronos.
That is going to be correct on both accounts, gentlemen. 1-1 is the score. We don't start off with blanks.
All right, here we go. Moving on across the galaxy to question number 2, which is Star Wars. As seen in the prequel trilogy of films, on what planet is the Jedi Council chamber located?
I feel like Star Wars poses the ultimate moral quandary. Do you want to become an awesome, badass knight with a glowing light sword, or have sex in your life?
Mithril vest. I thought you were going to say a mithril vest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. And we'll start with Tyler.
Coruscant.
And Antonio.
Excuse me, sorry. Coruscant.
That is correct. Coruscant. We are both tied at 2. We're both perfect.
All right, guys. Moving on to question number 3. Comes to you in the realm of DCEU. And your question is, in Batman v Superman, who says the quote, "Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman"? And according to Justice League's box office, nobody cared about Superman taking him on.
I was thinking the same thing when I was writing this. I was like,
best of luck to whoever tries next.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
Let's go to Antonio.
Perry White.
And Tyler.
Perry White.
That is correct. And these men so far, 3 for 3, living up to their placement right now.
Yeah, you know why they're in the championship for sure. All right, we're moving on to question number 4, which comes in the realm of Indiana Jones films. Indiana Jones. Julian Glover has a role in which Indiana Jones film?
You don't take subtitle?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Indiana Jones is like 6, 7. No, it's more like 12 extra letters, really. I didn't count.
I mean, you forget the and the. All right, so we'll go pins down, and I'll go to Tyler.
The Last Crusade.
And Ant-Man.
I just want the full thing. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
The Last Crusade is correct. Mr. Walter Donna. 4 to 4.
Full title, subtitle, either way, it's better than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. We're going to move on to question number 5, which will come to you in the category of scores and soundtracks. Somebody's phone is going crazy right now.
We'll go in between.
Someone trying to call me.
You need to go.
Oh my god, my mother's calling me. Sorry.
It's all good.
She might try again. She might try 5 times in a row. I don't know why. But sorry.
You're fine.
Well, when you see this, hello to you, Mrs. Chavez. Your son is currently answering questions on a Friday night because we asked him to. Guys, question number 5 is going to be scores and soundtracks. Your question is, what 2018 animated geek film features the song My Superhero Movie?
Could it get any
Want your own superhero movie?
5, 4, 3, 2.
The TMGeek movie.
Pins down.
And then we can ask questions about it. Make it full circle. Antonio.
Teen Titans Go to the movies.
Tyler.
I put Lego Movie the second part.
It is Teen Titans Go to the movies. and we are going to see First Blood, but it is a tough question that
Let me
does.
pause 1 sec just so that way if she does call me back, I'm just gonna mute the Facebook tabs.
No worries.
No
go ahead
problem.
and do that now.
No problem.
Making some adjustments.
Okay, cool.
Good.
Make sure.
5-4, where everything's back in order, and we move on. Category number 6, which is Wizarding World. What enchanted instrument puts the three-headed dog to sleep in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone?
For the fellow Americans who may tune in who don't know the word philosopher because it's above our education letter count, that is also a sorcerer. Not that these men needed that. They know what that is.
Of course. 5-4.
Wouldn't that be the easiest question to ever miss? Like, what's the other title of this film?
Hey, I should try that. Tyler.
A harp.
And Ant-Man.
Harp.
Harp is the correct answer.
He is a fan of the classics. We're going to go ahead and move on to question number 7, which comes to you guys in the realm of Middle-earth. And your question is, what is the name of the pony that accompanies the Fellowship from Bree to Moria before Aragorn frees it? I think I said Aragorn. Again, you guys probably know who that is more than I do.
Aragorn.
That's the guy with the hair, right?
Aragorn's totally different. Totally
God.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
All right. Let's go to Antonio.
Bill.
And Tyler.
Bill.
It is Bill. What a nice name.
I know, right?
Frodo and Samwise and Aragorn and Bill.
Good old William. All right. We'll go with heroes and villains in category number 8. Category number 8 is with heroes and villains. Who plays the lead role of Max Walker in 1994's Time Cop?
Can I get a technical? The movie title glitched out on me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll verify that. It did for me as well. It fainted out.
Sure. Who plays the lead role of Max Walker in 1994's Time Cop?
Time Cop,
a movie I have not seen.
What? Really? Oh, God.
I could answer this question, but I've never seen the movie.
I was going to say,
Especially when the answer's written in front of me.
I love this movie.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Pins down. We'll go to Tyler.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
And Antonio.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
JCVD indeed. All right, 1 point game still.
A man best known for being the star of an Amazon show that got canned after 6 episodes. We're going to go ahead and move on to question number 9, which is going to come to you in the world of Marvel films. All right. You will find which of the following characters in what X-Men film. The characters are Cyclops, Angel, Nightcrawler, and Jubilee.
I'll give you 20 seconds.
Absolutely. A number of films to go through. Which one contains that perfect lock combination?
Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pins down.
And Antonio.
X-Men Apocalypse.
And Tyler.
X-Men Apocalypse.
They were not the 4 horsemen, but they were 4 characters present at the apocalypse. It is X-Men Apocalypse.
All right. So at this point, it's 9-8, and Antonio is looking to join the elusive perfect first round club. Here we go. Question number 10 comes as usual in plot summary. I'll give you the plot summary of a TMGeek eligible film. You give me the film. When thugs employed by a crime boss lead a vicious assault on a doctor, leaving him literally and psychologically scarred, An emergency procedure allows him to survive. Upon his recovery, the Doctor can find solace only by returning to his scientific work and seeking revenge against the crime boss. He assumes a Phantom Avenger persona who, with malleable facial qualities, is able to infiltrate and sow terror in the criminal community.
It's a very great plot summary.
That's like a teacher tells you to meet a minimum word count and
Yeah.
you just start fluffing out the
Throw some
essay.
words.
Yeah.
I love the word malleable. They use for
Malleable.
Two.
That's
One.
an SAT word.
And
Yeah.
that's a 50-cent word right there. Tyler Burch
Darkman.
and Antonio
Call me.
for the perfect round.
Ooh.
For the perfect first round,
Hold on.
Antonio 10 points. All right, so for Antonio only, even though Tyler got very close with 9 points, he fell short on one question, but Antonio will get one bonus question. I will let Aaron administer the bonus question now. We do not.
Absolutely, Antonio. In the category of geek films, because that's as much as we're going to give you. Your question is, who voices Cole, the laid-back, music-loving ninja of Earth, in the Lego Ninjago movie?
This damn movie.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, Antonio will use his first of 3 repeats. Antonio, your question is, who voices Cole, the laid-back, music-loving ninja of Earth, in the Lego Ninjago movie?
Wait. Kirby Momoa?
I don't know who that is, but the answer is SNL's Fred Armisen.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Red Arm.
at the end, animation bites both of them. It's just a different question.
Very true, but Antonio did get that shot, meaning he got 10 points in the first round to Tyler's 9, giving us a 1 point difference. So we'll move to our round number 2, which is our usual round number 2. Let's pull up the rules. Aaron, if you'll take those rules away.
Absolutely. I won't forget them this time because they're slightly more complicated, guys. We are going to spin a wheel. There are categories on it. It'll land on a category unless it is opponent's choice, which you cannot respin on. You do have the opportunity to respin once. Whatever category you land on, by whichever way you land on it, there will be 5 questions, each worth 2 points. If you need a little bit of extra help, you can go down to multiple choice, but that will reduce the value of it to 1 point. Opponents, be sure you're listening because you can steal if there is a miss, and it'll be worth the same number of points it was worth when it was missed. At this point, your challenges and repeats do still stand. Tyler, you have all 3. Antonio, you do have 2 remaining after using 1 on the bonus question. Both of you still have a challenge if you want to make our lives more difficult. With that said, though, Antonio, you do have the choice of going first or second based on the amount of points you have, which you and your manager will get to decide once Kevin has revealed our categories.
Okay.
All right. And speaking of revealing our categories, we'll go ahead and bring it home. All right. Let me make sure I pull up the right one. There we go. TMGeek Tourney Championship. All right. Our wheel tonight does not have spinners or opponent's choice as per usual TMGeek Championship matches. Let me go up here to the list.
Sorry, guys, that part was wrong.
Yes, on the wheel.
Oh, excuse me.
On the wheel, without revealing any strengths: Star Wars, DC, Adventure Fantasy, Transformers, Star Trek, The Chris's, movie release dates, and Spider-Man.
All right, Tony, what are you thinking?
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and talk.
I had a match recently where I went first and it bit me in the ass. So I'm wondering if like I don't know if that luck can be back to back. So I don't know. That's why I don't know. I just need you to tell me what you think as far as whether I should go first or second.
So normally I like to go first, especially if I have momentum going
Okay.
in from round number 1, because you can ride that momentum and force Tyler to have to catch up.
Right. And then if I get something bad, then it's just the universe hates me then.
Yeah.
It's back-to-back nights where I would have shitty spins. So yeah, I'll go first then.
All right, Antonio's going to go first. So here we go. Your first spin, sir, is in.
Round and round it goes.
And it lands just on movie release dates. I'll give you guys a couple seconds to talk that over.
Huge mixed bag. It could be anything. You want to try to spin again for something more specific? Or
I'm just worried what I might land on. That's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more worried about how broad this category is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but at least there might be some stuff that no one really gets movie release dates. So I mean,
fair. It's up to you, man.
You know what? Maybe spin again.
Okay.
All right, spinning again. At least you know that no matter what it lands on, it can't be picked by Tyler.
What?
That's true. There's no opponent's choice, so the worst you could do is land on a movie release dates again. It lands on the Chris.
Okay.
Very cool.
Awesome. Remember, take your time. Use multiple choice if you need it, okay?
Okay.
You got this.
All right, so Hunter, thank you. We'll drop you to the back, and I will read 5 questions to Antonio in the category of the Christmas. Your first question, sir. What is the third Infinity Stone Thanos obtains in Infinity War?
The Reality Stone.
The Reality Stone is correct for 2 points. All right, your second question in the Chris's. In Wonder Woman 1984, what color are the smoke and flag that represent Diana during the games in the opening flashback?
Sorry, can I get technical repeat? Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I did kind of fumble that one.
Yeah.
I'll give you a technical repeat here. In Wonder Woman 1984, what color are the smoke and flag that represent Diana during the games in the opening flashback?
Blue.
That is correct for 2 points.
Strong start from Antonio. 3 questions to go.
Absolutely. All right. Some good advice from his manager to go ahead and get a strong start here. As we move to question 3, Antonio, who plays Dr. Doom in Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer?
Julian McMahon.
That is correct for 2 points.
Is that how you say his last name?
McMahon.
Yes, I believe that's how it's said. Most people would probably say McMahon based on
McMahon. Yeah, I didn't know if it was like that.
Yeah, like Vince McMahon, it's spelled the same way.
Right,
so,
Vince McMahon. I thought the same.
Right. All right, Moving on to your penultimate question in the Chris's. You've gone perfect so far. In Wanted, Angelina Jolie's character Fox said her I will start that over. I just flubbed it. In Wanted, Angelina Jolie's character Fox says her father had what profession? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
All right, he's going multiple choice just in time there. Is it A, police officer, B, lawyer, C, judge, or D, assassin?
Judge?
Judge is the correct answer for 1 point. Impressive work here by Antonio as he works towards his fifth and final question in the Chris's. The opening scene of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 takes place in 1980 in what United States state?
Missouri.
That is correct to get 2 points and to get a 9-point total on the round. Excellent job with the Chris's by Antonio there. Awesome job.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Antonio did a great job, going perfect, getting 9 points.
Yep.
But Tyler's had a strong showing in round 1 as well, so it's not out of question that he can nip at his heels here as we bring the wheel back up and see what it gives him.
Absolutely. So we'll do just that. And so, Tyler, are you ready for your first spin, sir?
Yes.
All right. Let me make sure that. All right. Your first spin is. Your first spin lands on Star Wars. Star Wars. Give you a moment to think about that.
I'll spin again.
All right, and he uses respin. Everything available, obviously, there, except for the Chris's. And again, we do have round 4 being Revenge of the Wheel round, so any of these slices could come back and bite these guys. Movie release dates, though.
Looks like movie release dates might be where it stops.
I think so. Yeah, there we go. All right. So it is.
We'll drink a little too much, guys. It had performance worries, but it's okay.
I was going to say that's what happens. But all right. So, Aaron, if you want to take Tyler's round here and movie release dates, since that is kind of your area.
Same thing as the last go around, Tyler. Each question 2 points. Multiple choices there if you need it. Antonio, if there is a miss, be ready for the steal. Repeats are on deck. You ready, Tyler?
Yep.
All right, let's get into it. With question number 1 in the realm of movie release dates, your question is, what animated film that was released in 2004 did not see its sequel release until 14 years later?
The Incredibles.
That is correct for 2 points on the board. All right, we move into question number 2, which is, in what year was the final of the original series of Star Trek films released into theaters?
$1991.
That is the release year of The Undiscovered Country, and another 2 points on the docket for Tyler. We'll move on to question number 3, which is, what 2017 film based on a graphic novel was directed by David Leitch?
Five, 4.
Repeat the question.
All right, that'll be his first repeat off the board. Tyler, in movie release dates, what 2017 film based on a graphic novel was directed by David Leitch?
I'm going to go multiple.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, Deadpool 2, B, Snowpiercer, C, Atomic Blonde, or D, Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Atomic Blonde.
That is correct for 1 point on the board. Atomic Blonde by David Leitch did come out in 2017. All right. Tyler, your penultimate question in the round with 4 more points on the board for you total is, in which 2 years did the Fantastic Beasts series release its first 2 films into theaters? We do need both years. You do not have to think about the one that is yet to come.
Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Absolutely. All right, Tyler. Your multiple choice options are A, 2015 and 2018, B, 2016 and 2018, C, 2016 and 2017, or D, 2015 and 2017.
Is it B?
2016 and 2018 were the correct years that the Fantastic Beasts films came out. Tyler making good work so far. He can get within 2 points of Antonio with a correct answer here. And Tyler, your final question in movie release dates is, 2007 saw the release of 3 Marvel films: Ghost Rider, Spider-Man 3, and what other movie?
Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer.
And that is the 2 points on the board for Tyler, 19-17, going into round number 3.
All right, a big round there for sure. All right.
And as Kevin goes ahead and gets us ready, we will jump into round number 3. I'm sure the rules will join me on screen in just a moment.
Yes, they will. If you don't mind running through those, I'd appreciate it.
Absolutely. Round number 3 is not the different questions at the end. We'll save that for later. This is going to be the deep cuts round. Each competitor got to submit 1 film of their choice for a potential deep cut question. The producers of the show also picked 1 film to go on that wheel, though none of those will be revealed publicly to the audience. We will spin that wheel. Whichever movie it lands on, that is what we're going down. There will be 5 questions. Each are about the difficulty of a round 2, if not a little more. They are, of course, deep cut questions based on the films. They will each be worth 2 points. There will be no multiple choice. This will be done by a whiteboard. And as you guys can see, the films are listed on the wheel in multiple slices, just so as not to make it any, 3 big chunks. And the 3 films that we do have on deck are The Matrix Reloaded, Batman Returns, and Starship Troopers. So one of those 3 films will receive a deep dive questioning.
Batman Begins.
Batman Begins. I did not read. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay. No worries.
Close, very close though. I was one word off.
that,
Go a lot worse.
would also be a fun movie, but I just didn't want to scare the shit out of the competitors.
That would have been horrifying for you two. It wouldn't have bothered me.
I was too sleepy. I didn't even hear the fuck up.
All right, so here we go. It's one spin. You can see it that the wheel has been primed. And so if you guys are ready, here we go. The deep cut round is all right.
Round and round it goes. Only 3 options, but so many slices, keeping it confusing as to where it will land.
Yeah,
and the lag is just an extra fun.
I did not like the 3. Ooh.
Will it get far enough, or will it be the Matrix Reloaded?
All right, not telling you guys who put what on where, but the Matrix Reloaded is what we're going with. So, Aaron, you want to take us away on the questions for the Matrix Reloaded?
Absolutely, guys. I will present all 5 of your questions to you in this round. As a reminder, you do both have 2 repeats, which are still eligible. You also do have a challenge, although I will need you to direct that at Kevin, because I did not waste my time watching this movie, unlike everyone else on the call. With that said, though, question number 1, guys, if you're both ready.
Sure.
According to the geotherms and readings from the Osiris, approximately how many Sentinels are there tunneling up there towards Zion? Up there in quotes, because it is, I believe, from the movie. Yeah, saw it once a really long time ago. Didn't feel the need to see it again.
Didn't feel the need. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pins down.
And we'll go to Antonio first.
I think it's 250,000.
And Tyler.
I think it's 25,000.
It is 250,000, so it is off by just a 0. The Ant-Man does get it correct. As we will move on to question number 2 in the round, and that is, in what number bay does the Nebuchadnezzar land in Zion?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down.
All right, Tyler.
I said base 6.
And Antonio.
It's a bay 11.
Somewhere in between, bay 7.
Oh,
Bay 7. All right, gentlemen. Well, these are tough questions, so don't feel too hard about it, I'm assuming. We're going to go ahead and move on to question number 3, and that is, what color is the necklace Morpheus is wearing when he gives his speech to the people of Zion? Like I said, deep cut questions, you have to have seen the film. Or know your basic colors.
I have, but I don't pay attention to a man's jewelry.
You don't check out the drip? Bro, what's up, man? Come on.
Come on, man.
Respect.
Aaron saying drip just made me laugh. 5,
Respect the drip.
4,
bro.
3, 2, 1. Pins down.
Antonio.
I'm going off what he's wearing. Red?
And Tyler.
I said purple.
It is red.
Oh my god.
You have to match the best.
Matches matches his big ass.
Right.
Respect the drip. All right. Well, it is currently 23-17, but Tyler is still very much within this with 2 more rounds and 2 more questions.
Sure.
Let's see how this one goes. Question number 4, gentlemen, your penultimate question in Matrix Reloaded is, when the trio arrive to speak with the Merovingian, what illuminated number appears behind them as they come off of the elevator? Once again, we are back to numbers. Basic math class would be a huge help.
Yeah, for real. I think some people complained last time because I didn't go deep enough on the deep cuts. So this time I went deeper.
You went balls deep this time. Man. It was so deep.
3, 2, 1, pins down.
All right, Tyler.
I said 25.
And Ant-Man.
I'm gonna guess they were referring to the year the first one came out. I said 99.
Oh, very close. 101.
Oh my god.
Like the Dalmatians.
Ones, zeros, and ones.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think they were gonna be that
Coding.
binary code and all
Yeah,
that.
I was gonna say binary code. That's the joke, but
Oh, and that joke went down like those sequels did critically.
I was gonna say
Question number 5. The final question in
That's
this
where I'm
godforsaken round before we can move on is what word is written on the semi-truck on which Morpheus and the agent have their battle on the highway with the exile?
even I said, "Damn, dude,
Yeah.
that's a deep cut."
And he wrote it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pins down.
All right, we'll go to Antonio
I spelled it wrong because I was doing quick. I said anomaly.
and Tyler.
I just said fun.
This wasn't very fun, but the word was long path.
You said
Long
my
path.
favorite movie of the 3 to do this round in.
The video game.
Like watching those movies. The long path.
Long path.
Good stuff, Kevin. Tough. God damn.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead as Kevin gets the wheel ready and move on to round number 4, which will hopefully be a little easier because we're going back to level difficulty questions that you guys have already answered. This is the Revenge of the Wheel round. Basically, how this is going to work is Kevin will bring back up the round 2 wheel, but it will be modified. The 2 categories that were previously used in the Chris's and movie release dates have been taken off. We are going to spin the wheel again. 1 spin's all you get. And whatever category it lands on, we will read those 5 round 2 level questions out to you. However, no multiple choice. It will be whiteboard answering for 2 points apiece. Right now, Tyler, you are 4 points behind, but that is easy enough to catch up on. And before we go into it, Antonio, you will have a chance to speak to your manager very quickly.
Man, super, super proud of you. This is round 4. We're in the championship rounds. Let's kick some ass and finish this.
Yeah. Damn. I'm still just mad at myself about some of those questions.
Dude, you're fine. You're fine.
Well, if you're mad about yourself, you're missing those questions while Kevin spins the wheel, you can go get a previously sponsored Chili's 3 for $10 meal and save yourself some money while you get a good dinner. Chili's, pay my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Is that
You
what
can
it
go
is?
buy a new laptop to do more trivia on.
I was
I don't know
like,
why you do that if you didn't need it.
really
But
is
you
this
could.
charging by the pound now? What the hell? Anyway, all right. So you guys, let me go ahead and go over what's on the wheel still, and I'm gonna spin it 1 time. You can see I reprimed it. I took off the Chris's and the movie release dates, which were on there earlier. So now we have Star Wars, DC, Adventure Fantasy, Transformers, Star Trek, and Spider-Man. And so since it's been primed, I'll give it 1 good spin, and whatever it lands on is what we'll stick to. I'll administer 5 questions your way, and we will. There will be no multiple choice. It's just on your board, worth 2 points. And are you guys ready for that?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Your spin is in.
So there's very little I can assure the competitors on, but here are 2 things I can't say for a fact. You both have 2 repeats with a challenge remaining, and no matter what it lands on, there won't be any more Matrix 2 questions.
Ooh.
Say now. That's what you say now.
Star
For this
Trek.
round. I mean, round 3 is a shit show. Let's see.
That's just true. I was gonna say, don't make any promises, AA round. All
I
right.
promised round 4.
So we move back, and we're gonna do some Star Trek. Let's see what we got.
We are geeks, so let's get geeky with it.
Get geeky with it for sure. All right, so Star Trek questions. Actually, Aaron and I are going to alternate giving you these questions. So, if that's cool with you, Phil.
Yeah, why not? You want me to go first?
I'll take the first one, and then we'll go from there. And then sorry, I had to adjust this thing on my back. Sorry, it was killing me. All right, so first question to both players. In Star Trek Generations, what species attacked the Amargosa Observatory prior to the Enterprise's arrival?
And while our competitors are writing, as a reminder to our audience, these are the same questions that a competitor would have received if they had gotten this in round 2. So it is as difficult as your average round 2, however that may fit to you.
5, 4, 3.
They both look primed and ready.
1, hands down, and we'll go to Tyler.
I believe it was the Romulans.
And Antonio.
I also believe it was Romulans.
And the Romulans are the correct answer for 2 points.
All right, guys. We'll go ahead and move on to the second question in round number 4. And that is, which Starfleet vessel has the registration NX-2000? Or NX-2000 if that means anything. I don't know, so might as well say it.
Ooh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down.
All right. Both men look equally confident. Let's try Antonio.
The USS Excelsior?
And Tyler.
Yeah, I said the Excelsior.
That is correct. The Excelsior is correct.
Be more confident in yourselves, fellas.
Too many damn names in this fucking franchise.
All right. Your third question in the realm of Star Trek. In which Star Trek film will you find aliens named the Tenaxi and the Fibonians?
Thank you for taking that question. That would have gone bad real quick.
Luckily, it's in the like right half of my Star Trek films that I like, so that doesn't really help anybody. But 5, 4,
Yeah, for all you know, he likes the bad ones.
2, 1.
He might like the first one.
I do like half the bad ones, so it's all good. Tyler
Star Trek Beyond.
and Antonio.
I actually like this one, Star Trek Beyond.
Star Trek Beyond is the correct answer.
I like Fast and Furious Star Trek. It's fun. You can take the man out of the franchise, but you can't take the franchise out of the man.
Yeah.
And then you can put the man back in the franchise after Star Trek failed at the box office.
Oh, shit.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and move on to question number 4, your penultimate question in this round of Star Trek questions, and it is, who plays Dr. Gillian Taylor in Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home? Or maybe Gillian. Again, I've seen this one, but I don't remember. So we'll say both.
Julian, but Tyler won't put to the board. This could be a big swing.
Absolutely. Both these gentlemen playing excellently thus far.
5, 4, 3,
Repeat.
2. All right, Antonio's repeating.
All right. Your question is, who plays Dr. Gillian Taylor in Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home?
Antonio with a 29 to 23 lead. In round 4, we're going 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pins down on this question.
And we'll go to Antonio.
Catherine Hicks.
And Tyler.
Catherine Hicks.
That is correct. Again, 2 points each.
Big
As we
pull
move
there
on to
by
the fifth and
Antonio
final question.
and Tyler as well. All right, moving to your fifth and final Star Trek question, in round number 4, the Revenge of the Wheel round. In this championship match, for 2 points, fellas, in Star Trek Nemesis, what is the name of the Starfleet admiral who sends Picard to Romulus to meet with Praetor Shinzon? Again, Tyler, pass to the board. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Last repeat.
1. Antonio using his last repeat on the last question of round number 4. In Star Trek Nemesis, what is the name of the Starfleet admiral who sends Picard to Romulus to meet with Praetor Shinzon? Antonio's off team. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We'll start with Tyler
I said Admiral Janeway.
and Antonio.
I would have thought it. Janeway.
Admiral Janeway is the correct answer. All right, so both men clear the board on Star Trek. What's that do? And so we got, let me just check my score real fast. So I can,
All right, and as we're doing that, we'll go ahead and set up round number 5. This is the championship round, and we'll go ahead and get into it. So the way this is going to work is how a normal round 3 works for the competitors. You guys are each going to pick 3 numbers. They're going to fall between 1 and 12. The order you pick them in doesn't matter because you really have no choice, but it does matter because your first number will be your 2-pointer, your second will be your 3-pointer, and your last will be your 5-pointer. We will continue trading back and forth until we reach a point where one competitor can no longer take the lead, at which point the person in the lead will be deemed the winner. Your challenges and repeats do carry over into round number 3. So Tyler, you have 2 repeats left alongside your challenge. Antonio, you have you used your last repeat on that last question, but you do have your challenges in hand. And with that said, while they are working on that behind the scenes, why don't we go ahead and bring in Hunter real quick so he can speak with Antonio before they give their numbers.
Antonio, man, going into round 5, you have the lead right now.
Mm-hmm.
But Tyler is super, super impressive.
Yep.
So be prepared to answer questions in this round. But I believe in you. You got this. As I keep saying, we will get you that belt.
Okay.
All right. So if you feel good about it, Antonio, you do have the lead currently. So we'll go ahead and take your 3 numbers first.
2, 8, and 5.
There we go.
All right. So it is 2, 8, and 5. Tyler, I go over to you. What are your 3 numbers?
What's the range again? Sorry.
1 to 12, except for 2, 8, and 5.
Okay. Let's do 10, 12, and 4.
10, 12, and 4. Absolutely.
All right. So, I'm sorry. Tyler, what were your numbers, buddy?
10, 12, and 4.
10, 12, and 4. Yep.
4. Sorry about that. All right. So we're just trying to get a score situation figured out.
Yeah. Do you mind if I?
Yeah, we just want to make sure everything's clear. I'm not going to do any editing or anything. So, I mean, I'm just going to make sure everything's clear above board. Antonio scored. He had 10 in the first round, 9 in the second round, no steals, 4 in round 3, 10 in round 4 for a total of 33. And then Tyler had 9 in round 1, 8 in round 2, 0 steals.
He had 9 in round 2. Oh no, he did have 8. Then was there a
0 steals, 0 in round 3, and then 10 in round 4.
Okay, so then there was an error previously, because I know I'm not crazy. It was 23 to 19, and there were 4 points.
I think there might have just been an error.
I have a technical glitch on my end.
There might have just been an error. Like it might have just been. Okay. You might have looked at it like previously, like before it changed. It's all good. But as long as we're all on the same page, that's all I care about. So
we'll trust you.
Yeah, that's all I care about. So as long as everybody knows we're good, then we're good. So Antonio is up 33-27. So Tyler will go first in round number 3. And since who did I read to in round number 2? We'll go back to that and determine for Aaron.
You read to Antonio, I read to Tyler.
Okay, so you read to Tyler. So I'll read to Tyler for round number 5. We'll drop Hunter to the back. We'll see you in a little bit, Hunter. I'll read to Tyler for this round. So we'll start with number 10. And number 10 lines up with DCEU. And your question is for 2 points. In Shazam, what does the Magic 8-Ball say when young Thaddeus Savannah returns from the Rock of Eternity?
Find us?
That is correct for 2 points.
It's like, find us, come find us.
Yeah, find us.
Find us.
Right
the perfect, exact answer I was looking for. Great job. So Tyler climbs closer. Only 4 points away now, so you'll just need to hit that 5. So you can hit your 3 now. Just to get a little clearance when you do hit that 5. So we'll go to number 12, which is scores and soundtrack. For 3 points, in Star Trek Insurrection, Picard and Worf sing a song from what play to distract Data?
The HMS Pinafore?
That is correct for 3 points. Great job by Tyler. He is unflappable right now. Moving to his 5-pointer. He's got 2 repeats, and this is a must hit. There we go.
That will be in category 4, Tyler, which will be Marvel films.
Your 5-pointer in the category of Marvel. What year is Penny Parker from in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? Five, 4, 3,
Repeat.
2. Okay, you're going to use repeat. One more repeat, Tyler. For 5 points in the category of Marvel films, What year is Penny Parker from in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? Five, 4,
2049.
And your winner and champion of the 2021-2022 TMGeek Invitational Tournament, Antonio the Assassin Chavez. We're looking for 3145. 3145.
Not even close.
All right, buddy. We're going to drop Tyler to the back. Great game, man. And bring Hunter forward.
Let's go.
And I failed to even mention by TKO. But, I mean, what else should I expect coming from this guy? He beats people only by knockout. I think he's only won one match, not by knockout or technical knockout. So, how the hell are you feeling, dude?
My heart's pumping because I was like, Tyler was gonna. I thought he was gonna get it. I was like, shit. And the funny thing is, I wouldn't have got that either. I was like, I actually watch that movie more and more often. I'm liking it more and more, but I would never remember that. But Tyler made me work for him, man. He's freaking awesome, and I owe Matrix Reloaded a lot. Even though I missed some questions, I was just glad that he didn't know more. But I was just just glad that this is finally over and maybe I can get some well-deserved sleep because I think
you definitely deserve it, man. You definitely deserve it. Excuse me.
Aaron, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations. It was an absolutely great performance. You swept round one, sans the bonus. You went through round two confidently. You got through Star Trek confidently as well, which showed there was more than that on the wheel. But then, that differential at the end was that round three and just having that little bit of luck on the wheel for it to fall on you. But I do have a question for you that is a little bit of a thinker because, as Kevin said, while it is immensely impressive that throughout this entire tournament you have been able to win everybody without going to round three, your next stop, or round five in this case, your next stop is Joe Fairley, the currently undisputed champ, who certainly, unless that is an immense match in your favor, will push you to round five. How are you feeling about that?
all I know is that I might get even less sleep because imagine how hard I have to work for this. Because again, I actually thought that maybe Tyler would maybe answer some questions. I'm just thankful that there was so I have to hope that Joe gets those kind of questions too, because that's I'm gonna need skill as well as luck against Joe, man, because he's freaking insane. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't think I've ever beaten Joe, so I'm hopefully due. Like I think the universe owes me something. So I'm still gonna work hard though, because obviously, I guess I can't get some sleep. I gotta start working right away against Joe. So
yeah,
it's
great to work.
Yeah. Two big questions. So first off, against Joe, I'll bounce off Aaron. Joe's 7-0 with 5 TKOs. So he's never lost in TMGeek. I rarely even let him play anymore. He's just too good. He now writes questions. He wrote most of those questions that you guys were answering.
Oh, he did?
Of course.
Oh yeah. He's right.
You write the Matrix questions?
He's right. Oh no. I wrote those.
Oh, okay.
But
even Joe said, "I'm not watching that movie."
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Fair.
It's not the worst.
No. I do have to. I will get into it later, but I do have to thank Joe. But no, Joe 7-0. But I mean, dude, who would have thought that you would be? Can you get out of the way, please? That you would be 7-2 with 6 knockouts at the end of the season, man. I mean, this is, I think, a new you. You're focused. You're determined. And if there was, I used to think like only David, only Robert could beat Joe, but now I really think you have it in you. So best of luck to you. I love Joe to death, and I call him champ, and he's like my champ no matter what. But I love when things are close and like this 33-32. Like, I love when things are close. So I mean, this is just makes me excited, giddy for the future. So congratulations, Aaron. Anything else before we close out, buddy?
No, congratulations, and I look forward to seeing you back the next time, man. It's gonna be a hell of a fight, so enjoy this one.
Thank you.
Future champ over here.
That's the champ, man. Congratulations, champion of the tournament. You have a second question I wanted to ask though. I am going to make a proposal between the three of you, you, Joe, and Brittany, since she has she
has a money in the bank.
Yeah, money in the bank in her pocket. So if she wants to make this a three-way, and Joe wants to make this a three-way, would you be down to make it a three-way?
I almost made a joke, but
please.
Golden
rule.
I feel like I would be like almost. Excuse my language. I feel like I'd be a pussy if I said no. So I feel like I actually.
Fair. We'll see. We'll talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. I keep teasing.
That would definitely be a hell of a match.
It really would.
It would be.
I would have so much fun with it. Like, I really would. But I don't.
The only reason why I was thinking about keeping it 1-on-1 is because you said Joe 7-0. So I would hope to be like my Giants.
Yeah,
the Patriots were undefeated. And be like that one.
We'll see. Yeah. I'll talk to you guys.
Nah, I hear you.
I'll keep everybody updated. But congratulations again. Go party and have fun and get some.
We're going to sleep. I don't know
y'all both.
I can't sleep now. I gotta start working now again.
Now you gotta get.
Now the real work begins.
Sure. But get some rest and enjoy your victory.
Thank you, man.
All right, guys. And we'll bring forth the unfortunate second place finisher of the tournament, Tyler Burch. How do you feel about this second place finish after coming through the tournament like you did?
I mean, I'm definitely not happy about it, but I mean, Antonio played a great game. There's no doubt about that. I mean, we were going blow for blow pretty much the entire time. Obviously, with the deep cuts round, you don't know what to expect. I wasn't expecting to have those kinds of background details be things that I needed to be looking at, and I really don't like the Matrix Reloaded, so I really wasn't wanting to look at. I wasn't really trying to pay as much attention as I probably did on the other two. If we had spun something else on that one, it would have been a totally different game. It would have been anybody's game, me or him. It would have been a lot more. There would have been a lot more even. But I mean, other than that, I think I did pretty well on pretty much everything else. So I'm not upset about my performance. Bummed about how it turned out, but it was a hell of a match. It's definitely the best match I've had probably since my debut match against Brittany and Abel.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. Go ahead, Aaron.
Well, I was going to say, and it speaks too in terms of your performance. Unfortunately, as I said, for him, he got the great bit of luck in that round with that wheel spin, and that was your unluckiness because, you came in 9 points in round 1, 8 points in round 2. You also swept the Star Trek round, and then you go and get your 2 and your 3 right. So it really is just that deep cuts round, just the luck went away, and that was what decided it. But you certainly should hold no shame in your performance. You are 1 point off of the victor tonight, which in most scenarios would name you the victor. But I guess my question to you is, how much do you look forward to kind of now, because you've had this tournament run? For the longest time, it really was just this set few of kind of top players, right? Joe being the champ and David and Robert really being the only ones who had a record to compete to get into those title matches. But now with your record, you're at, I want to say, 4-2 with multiple knockouts as well.
Yep.
You have that ability as well to be up in that topper rank and get there a bit quicker than other players. So how do you feel about just the tournament overall for yourself, despite how today went?
I mean, I think it was good. I mean, it was a good run. Faced some really tough opponents. Definitely love my performance in a lot of those matches. I'm glad. I'm happy that I'm where I'm at stats wise. 4-2, just because you don't have to worry about like, oh man, I'm gonna get to 500 if I lose again.
Exactly.
But I'm pretty pissed that I'm not going to be going for the title. So probably going to whoever I go against next. I mean, they'll probably be one of the better players in the league, and I'm going to have my work cut out for me. But I'm pretty pissed that I'm not going to be there. So I'm definitely just whoever comes next. I'm going to just do everything I can. Learn from this. I mean, obviously, it's not going to do so much for me right now because deep cuts won't be a thing again for a while. But just learn from this. Keep getting better and take down the next opponent, get to that championship.
Absolutely,
I like the fire, man. I definitely like the fire and the drive, and I like everything you've done this year. I appreciate I appreciate you being a part of TMGeek. Appreciate you winning our first or being our first being our first what do you call it, MVP. I always forget. I don't know why I can't remember the three letters MVP right here. This guy's the MVP though, so let's not forget that. So you've had a hell of a season, and you'll definitely be up there within the talks for people who I want to get in with the number one contender shots. So definitely be ready as soon as next year starts. So congratulations on your year. I know this is a tough way to go out, but definitely don't hang your head. This was a hell of a performance.
Thanks for putting this all together. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. All right, we'll drop Tyler to the back and we'll close out. Ron, what do you think about this season, this tournament, anything? Any thoughts you got?
Yeah, I mean, it was a hell of a match. As I said, I think it's the best thing possible for the league that what we would have called the usual suspects didn't make it to the finals. And while the likes of those players still put up strong performances throughout the entire season, we have two more people in that upper echelon to kind of have in the conversation and really continue to build some great players. Tyler unfortunately didn't come out with the victory, but he played like he should have. It was an excellent game. And I am very excited to see Antonio. He has throughout this tournament been an absolute force in terms of just controlling matches and always having the lead and always playing it. And I think more than almost any other player, with Tyler probably being the second to that, I have confidence in him when he gets his chance against Joe to really give it a go and take it. But I think that factor that is still kind of, and I think I've said it before, but that factor that's still unknown is that round 5. As long as when that round 5 comes, if he's ready to go, then I think he all but has it, because today's performance was near perfection. I mean, a bonus question miss and a multiple choice drop. And then again, aside from the deep cuts, which could be anything and everything, he's perfect the entire match. So he has it within him. I think he's got support that he likes behind him with Hunter, and I'm very curious to see how that match goes down when it does. But overall, it's a great season. But the kind of, if there's a thesis statement we started with, we're ending with it, and it's who the fuck is going to beat Joe fairly. And between him and between Brittany, we have a couple of contenders that I'm very curious to see try.
No, that's how I feel. It's kind of like Tyler. It feels kind of like, to make a sports reference, he kind of feels like the Bengals here, and Antonio kind of feels like the Rams. The Rams. Maybe like he was always a really good player like Stafford, but moving into maybe this new mindset that he has, and he's got like what he has like the Rams do, and the Rams are probably gonna do what he just did tonight to Tyler. But then you have this unbelievable other team that's gonna come in, and who knows what they're gonna do. to these poor Rams. And that's Joe Fairley. So I haven't seen Joe lose. I haven't seen Joe miss many questions. It's hard to, even say anything down against him. So it's just like, I'm excited to see the championship for sure. I think Antonio has the drive for it, but definitely just excited for I'm more excited for the rookies than anything. But these two guys, I didn't see this one happening. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Check out our championship match. I'll keep you up to date on the TMG trivia site when that match will be. And thank you all, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you to Lillian for helping in the background. Thank you to Aaron for being my co-host tonight. Thank you to Antonio and Hunter. Congratulations. And thank you to Tyler. And we'll see you all next time. Keep geeking